Yes, we are back at it again. Whether you watched the first 3 videos in this series or have fond memories of filling one out for yourself, you are certainly familiar with the Diary of a Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book. An activity book / diary based on one of the most popular children's book series ever that is somehow still going. But just like in the previous installments, I'm sure you already know this isn't my book. This is yet another poor, godforsaken, random person's old book. And we are going to be once again going through all of it today. And if it's anything like the other books we've gone through, I'm confident it'll also be absolutely fucking hilarious. So without keeping you waiting any longer, let's jump right into another one of these damn things already. Okay, let's do this. Opening up to our first few pages, we are immediately met with some not so welcoming stains in it. Oh, hell no. What is that? Whatever it is, I'm going to carefully turn the page. And we're met with a little self-portrait here. I'm guessing this must be our mysterious author, Dominik. Moving on, up first, of course, we have his Desert Island Pics. In video games, he wrote Lord of the Rings. I do find that a bit funny since Lord of the Rings did not make it into the movies category or the books category. Bro elected to leave an entire space blank instead of putting Lord of the Rings. So I have to assume that his one and only experience with the entire Lord of the Rings franchise was one of the video games. And it still made his number 1 pick. Number 2, Minecraft, of course. I think it might be a sin to own one of these books and not write Minecraft somewhere. And Call of Duty. And for movies, we have, oh boy, bedtime stories. I do have some faint, fever dream-like memories of that movie existing. Next up, we have one I absolutely do not recognize called Furry Vengeance. But it's up here with bedtime stories, so it must be a fucking banger. The Have You Ever page is pretty boring. He hasn't been bitten by an animal or a person, or blown a bubble with a mouthful of raisins. Come on, Dominik, live a little. My favorite one is the Have You Ever Peed in a Swimming Pool because he changed his answer. And at first glance, I was like, it's okay, Dominik, we all have accidents sometimes. But then when I looked closer, he switched his answer from yes to no. Did he fucking suck it back in? What the hell? More than likely he just switched it because he found it embarrassing. But now everyone knows what you did. Favorite animal? Snake. 4 adjectives that describe why you like that animal. Slimy, slither, makes cool noises, and camouflaged. Okay, here we are at our first comic. That looks like a brick. It is not a brick, it's a sandwich, idiot. Zooey ma'am? Where the hell is the A? Now we have his first original comic. And looking at it now, saying that it's completely original might be incorrect. It says, it's a puddle. I hope it's not an acid puddle. Which all you Wimpy Kid heads out there probably already know that's just one of the comics from the book. He just inserted himself or his OC or something. And also added this ominous orb at the end. I'm not sure what that's all about. But now let's take a look into the depths of Dominik's mind. He definitely has the most diverse brain we've looked at in this series. 2 of the biggest portions of his brain up there in the frontal lobe seem to be dedicated to video games and friends. Only rivaled by Bigfoot chasing, of course. Which, for what it is, takes up an insane amount of real estate. Obviously, I can't do the math to find the actual square footage, but this might be the biggest thing on the brain. Other than that, we have Halloween, superheroes, epic stunts. I thought that said rapture when I turned the page, but it actually says nature. I do find it funny how small family is. It is dwarfed by caves, and not even bigger than cool rocks. No offense, Dominik's mom, but he has a little thing called priorities. Some things are just a little more important. Okay, now for one of my favorites, predict the future. I officially predict that 20 years from now, cars will run on milk instead of gasoline. Of all things, they'll run on fucking milk. A cheeseburger will cost $0, and a ticket to the movies will cost $0. Pets will have their own superpowers. Underwear will be made out of horsehair. Homework will no longer exist. A bunny named John will not be president. And there will be more rides at Kennywood than people. Okay, this has got to be my favorite thing that he's written so far. Aliens will visit our planet in the year 2040 and make the following announcement. Poop was never meant to be discovered. Predict your future. I will work as an adventurer and make, I think he meant to put $100 million a year, but he missed 2 zeros. So, it's actually just a measly $1 million a year. I will live in a mansion on an island and somehow take a skateboard to work every day. Yeah, good fucking luck with that. I will be 6 feet 18 inches tall. I admire your hopes, but you should probably learn how to use a fucking ruler. The math on 6 feet 18 inches tall would come out to, 7'6". Somebody get this motherfucker into the NBA. The thing that will change the most about me between now and then will be my hair. Finally, back to some comics. We got the classic Ugly Eugene page. Ugly People Anonymous. Hi, I am Eugene. Dang, you are disgusting. Yo, man. What? I just love when they fill out this page and make the entire punchline that they're all attending Ugly People's Anonymous, but this motherfucker just can't help digging into people. This one's especially good because even his friend here is like, dude, take it easy. Okay, let's see some of Dominik's favorites and least favorites. Favorite food? Chicken. Least favorite food? Lasagna. Favorite game system? Wii. Least favorite game system? Xbox. Hold up. Favorite show? Amazing World of Gumball. Valid. But least favorite TV show? Clarence? I know it's probably not for everyone, but Clarence slander will absolutely not be tolerated in this household. And favorite smell, Dad's car air freshener, and least favorite smell, actual shit. Ooh, speaking of actual shit, I guess if you're out of toilet paper, you gotta make do with something. For real, he probably just stuck a booger right here for fun, I guess. Or maybe to keep it safe for later if he was planning on eating it. Ooh, I think we might have found the smoking gun. Number of times you've gotten caught picking your nose? Once. Number of times you've gotten away with picking your nose? Many. Oh god. I don't think we've gone through these comics before. For this one, he just put a wiggle, 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 yeah. And for this one, he just put, oops. But obviously the one I'm most intrigued about is this. What is that? It's like the character from the comic encountering a botched clone of his with something sticking out of his head. Honestly, it's kind of a tragedy that Dominik didn't fill out more of the comics in this book. Because honestly, he's actually pretty talented at drawing for his age. And if this is the type of stuff that's coming out of his brain, I just want to see more. Okay. We're on the design your own sandwich portion. And his is very simple. It consists of just 2 things, white bread and peanut butter. That combination might just be crazy enough to work. Just wait till Dominik discovers jelly. It's going to blow his fucking mind. He did completely fill out Rodrick's pages, including the rigged maze. As you can see, he had a pretty interesting way of solving it. Bro just phased through the wall. And now, of course, it's fart police time. One night, Gary is showering. All of a sudden, fart police. Yeah, dude, you're under arrest. I'm in the bathroom, dude. Okay, weirdo. What, do you have a thing about privacy or something? Oh yes, the Fregley pages. I almost forgot. If you had a tail, what would you do with it? First off, it would be a scorpion tail, and I would kill enemies. This is the question I found absolutely insane last time. Have you ever been sent home from school early for hygiene issues? And then there's this little comic that says, you probably didn't wipe good enough again, Fregley. And I think me and Dominik were sorta on the same page. He hit them with a hand-drawn reaction image. Sadly, it looks like we're already on the home stretch. It looks like the last page he actually filled out was this one. I was born in Redacted on April 10th. I was 15 inches long and 3 pounds, and I looked like a baby. I spent my first few months doing a lot of spitting up and rolling, until I was 3 months old and I finally started to talk. My most treasured possession as a kid was a binky. My best birthday party was when I turned 6 and I got a new Wii from Graham. My favorite show was Elmo, and when I wasn't watching television, I'd play with a ball for hours at a time. When I was a little kid, everyone always told me that one day I'd grow up to become an adventurer. Who knew I'd actually become an adventurer? We have yet another kid who just didn't utilize any of the diary pages in the back, but he did name it Diary of an Awesome Boy. And actually, I guess he utilized 2 pages. One for a smiley face, and one to cheer on his friend Ryan, it looks like. But that's about it. I want to thank you so much for watching. It really means the most to me. I had an absolute blast as always with these videos, and I really hope that you enjoyed this one. A big shout out to my man Dominik, the absolute legend who wrote all this. I hope you're doing well these days, buddy. If you enjoyed this video, definitely go check out the other installments in this series if you haven't already. The other books we've gone through are absolutely hilarious and truly never fail to entertain. Also, I have a lot of other fun, random projects in the works for this year, as well as at least a few more of these Wimpy Kid videos, I'm sure. They're just too much goddamn fun. But that's all I got for now. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.
I want some cheeseburgers just to eat. I'm talking ketchup, my nigga mustard on the beat. You gotta put a lot of lettuce, please, because I like to have a lot of grease. I remember eating outside with my whole team. Now a nigga gotta stay home cause of quarantine.